How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Road Trips and Skate Tips. Today I'm going to be replacing the headlights on my 350Z, so I'm going to be taking you guys through the process. So these are the headlights it currently has. There's some aftermarket ones. I'm not sure of the brand, but I'm really not a big fan of them, so they have to go. So these are what they look like lit up. As you can see, there's 3 rows of light. It has the turn signal, a row of LEDs, and just the halogen. So I'm going to be replacing my headlights with these ones. These are OEM headlights off a 2007 350Z, and I think they look a lot better. So in order to replace the headlights, we actually have to remove the front bumper. So we're going to do that by removing 12 10mm bolts off the bottom of the bumper. There's going to be 3 10mm bolts, which are located behind the fender liner in here, and so I'm just going to remove those and do the same on the other side. So mine ended up only having 2 on each side, and as you can see on the right side, they are actually screws and not bolts, and I was kind of thankful that there were only 2 on each side because it was just such a pain to get to, and I'm kind of considering doing a quick release on the front bumper solely for that reason. So I'm kind of halfway debating on that. I'm not sure if I'll actually do that, but we'll see. So now it's time for the final part of the front bumper removal, which is to remove the fasteners that are actually under the hood. So just pop the hood right here. So the last step is to remove these plastic fasteners. As you can see, there's supposed to be 6, but I'm missing a couple, and this one's even kind of broken. So now I just gotta remove these, and then I can take off the front bumper. So I'm just using a flathead screwdriver to kind of pry up the plastic clips, and then turning them out by hand. So now I've got all these removed, I can actually remove the front bumper. I'm gonna lay down this blanket. That way I can put the front bumper on top of it so it doesn't get scratched. So now that I took off the front bumper, I can remove this impact support, which is really just a piece of foam that sits under the front bumper. So now I took off the impact support. Now I can actually access the headlights themselves. Since my headlights actually already have aftermarket HIDs, here's one of the ballasts. So I'm going to be careful not to disturb the wiring on that. I can actually remove the bolts holding in the actual headlights. So as you can see, the wiring harness down there for the headlight is a pretty big tangle of wires, so I'm not sure if I even want to bother with trying to unplug that. Yeah, I don't think it'll be worth it, so I'm gonna just try to take the bulbs out here and then just put them into the new headlight. So it's the next day and I finally got one of them on, looking pretty good. So now I just have one more to go and then I'll be good. So now I got them both on the car, so I'm gonna see if they actually work. Alright, so now I've got both headlights on. It's time to actually put the whole thing back together. Gotta get that bumper on, and then I should be good. Well, I'm finally finished. I'm just gonna take it for a test drive tonight, and hopefully the lights still work, and then I'll be done.